Hello, Professor. My name is John Gallagher. My student ID is 311-88-616. This is the assignment 1 for sustainable practices, and the topic I chose was Quincha construction system. This is the table of contents, so I'm going to talk about the introduction, the ecological specifications, application types, performance issues, cost implications, new practices, and a conclusion. So first for the introduction, the construction system. The construction system is traditional for South America and dates back from pre-Columbian times. This system uses frameworks of wood or bamboo that are then filled with mixture of mud, straws, or stones. The materials that are used in these construction systems are locally sourced. This mixture of quincha is then filled inside these frameworks and create a sturdy and durable structure. This system is really well known for the excellent thermal performance because this system keeps the building cooling during the summer and warm during the winter, and also is really well known because of the earthquake resistance system, right? So for the materials that are used in the construction system, obviously we have earth, that is the main material. We have bamboo or wood, they are used for reinforce the walls of these partitions. Then we have straws, there are like lattice structures inside the walls. And then plaster that is made of mud or lime, that is applied in the interiors and exteriors of the wall to give a smooth finish. So here we can see an isometric view of how the materials are put together. So first we can see the thin layer of plaster. This is the final layer because underneath that layer there is a thick one. Then we can see the main structure that, as I said before, we can use wood or bamboo. Now there are more new techniques that can be used with steel. The secondary structure in this example is made of steel, but the normal thing is using bamboo. Then the filling, we can see that the filling for the partitions are made of vegetable fibers. And also we can see then the thick layer of plaster that is made of mud or lime. Here for the ecological specifications, the materials are locally sourced. Those materials are also low carbon footprint. These materials are energy efficiency because the thick walls help to regulate the temperature inside the building, and also this construction is well known for the water conservation because they use water from sources as rivers or rainwaters. Then I'm going to talk about application types. So there are two main applications. There are how do you fill those partitions and what materials in the main structure do you use. So for the filling we have 4 types. The first one is wet, the second is light wet, light dry, and without any filling. So the wet is mainly use the soil or the mud with a lot of water, and that helps to get a like higher density material. Then we have the light wet, it is kind of the same but with less water. Then the light dry is almost any water, only the fibers that are basically the filling of the partition, and then without any filling. For the main structure, obviously we have wood and bamboo. There is the most traditional one. We have wood and steel, that is a more new practice, and steel and steel. So here we can see some examples. First we have the wet filling with wood and bamboo. That is the most common one and the most traditional one. Then we have light dry, using wood and wood. We can see the filling there with the fibers that are inside those partitions. Then here we can see more new techniques like light wet and wood and steel replacing the bamboo. And then we have light wet and using steel and steel, and you can see here we can have more new forms and new methods of using this construction system. So then I'm going to talk about the performance issues. So as we already know, this is a really well construction system, but there are some things that should be taken in consideration. First is the durability. Obviously, the Quincha system is durable, but it's not long-lasting as other techniques like concrete or brick. The moisture and water damage can be a thing because this moisture can damage the mat or the construction in general. This construction system is not fire resistant, and also the bamboo and the wood can be vulnerable because of insects. So this pest infestation can weaken the structure. So here we're going to talk about the cost implications. Also, we can know that this is a really well cost-effective building, but we have to take in consideration the labor cost because this technique is not really well known everywhere, so we need precise and well-skilled laborers. So that might be a problem. Then the material cost, if you are in a location where you can get the materials, then great, but if not, you need to consider the transportation and other procurement staff or procedures. Then the design complexity, the same as labor. There are not many people that are experts in this construction system. So if you want to hire like an architect or somebody who knows how to design this construction system, might be kind of a problem. Then the maintenance, obviously, you have to take care of the structure and the feelings and the mat. And obviously, this kind of process is time consuming, it's not as fast as other construction systems. So for the new practices, so now there are more improvements of this construction system. There are better installations. They are replacing materials like using polyester instead of the fibers. Also, there are more new earthquake design resistant techniques, like for example using steel or better structure materials instead of wood or bamboo. Then alternative building materials, the same, they are using, for example, concrete instead of the wood, or maybe some structure that helps to the design in general. Then the modular construction, now they are using modular or prefabricated partitions made of this system. And obviously, again, use of sustainable materials. So here we are going to talk about a brief conclusion of the system. So Quincha is a traditional South American construction technique that uses mud, straw, and wood to create low-cost and sustainable buildings with excellent thermal insulation properties. It is known for its durability and ability to regulate temperature without any additional heating or cooling system, reducing energy consumption and carbon emissions. Quincha buildings are also environmentally friendly and can last for centuries. So this is the end of the presentation. Thank you for your time. Again, my name is John Gallagher. My student ID is 3011-88616, and this is the assignment 1 for sustainable practices. Thank you.